Hi, so this is my launch video for my online teaching of fiddle. Obviously I'm launching all the other instruments at the same time, but anyway, this is a fiddly bit. I'm just going to play you a tune just to give you a flavour of what I can do. This is a hornpipe called the Galway hornpipe, or Galway hornpipe. So I'm a bit of an alternative sort of fiddler rather than a classical fiddler. So Irish, Scottish, or bluegrass, or klezmer, or a bit of jazz. I did do a gig once when I was playing jazz for 2 hours, a gin tasting event. I've done also easy listening, classical, and easy listening anyway, anything really, film music as well. So I've got quite a wide scope in terms of experience to bring to bear on the teaching. So I can teach from beginners of a young age up to any age you like, really, if you've got a fiddle and you want to give it a go. So start off with the basics of which strings is which. We can start off with basic theory. I don't go in too deep, but you just sort of work your way in. I mean, for many of these folk tunes are made up of scales and arpeggios, so it's worth picking them up even if we don't really want to talk about that theory stuff too much. It's very relevant and it's helpful to move things forward. So I can teach you all the stuff about keys and notes, and also have numbering systems if you're not so keen on getting to the music. So D0, D1, D2, D3. You can learn about the fingering. The finger positions, which are there's only a few finger positions to learn at the beginning, and you can get enormous amounts of tunes out of it. I can teach you about the bowing technique. Keep your bow nice and straight, parallel the bridge, about a finger width from the end of the fingerboard. You will need something called resin, which you rub on your bow when you get your bow, otherwise it won't make any noise. The other thing you might need ideally is a shoulder rest for 12 quid, or maybe you can get this one was a bit more like 20, but these help to stop the violin from sliding around all over the place. So even Western fiddlers tend to use a shoulder rest. You do have a chin rest comes with it, but shoulder rests often missed out. So I can help you with all the tuning and getting used to the instrument, how to hold it as a folk violinist or how to hold it as a classical violinist. There are similarities, but folk violinists take more liberties and it can be more relaxing. In terms of experience, I've played with ceilidh bands over many years. I've played with pub, Irish cover band, rock bands, so it's a very versatile instrument, and also jazz included. I used to go and see Stefan Grappelli when he was still touring in the 1970s, so plenty of experience there. So let me know if you're interested, if you've got a spare fiddle lying around. Weekly lessons are good. I can do online using Skype or Zoom, or also popular is effectively offline, still on the internet, audio recordings specifically targeted for you. That's quite popular with some pupils because they can just play the music whenever they like, and they can repeat play them back, so they don't have to worry about having a good internet and a good piece of kit showing video. the video is really rather less important than actually hearing what you're playing. So either can work quite well. Charges I can talk about when you message me, but pretty competitive. I haven't put my prices up actually since I started pretty much, so prices are pretty good. I can help you with books, suggested books to start with or books to avoid, and also repertoire books. So I can give you help in all directions. Get in touch. I've just covered up my notes. So I've got an email, rsfiddlingaround@gmail.com, or I've got a website with a contact form, www.richardsmusicservices.com. Also I've got a Facebook page, Richard's Lincoln Music Teaching. If you've got a fiddle lying around, get in touch. We can have a chat, whatever style of music you fancy and whatever standard. Yeah, look forward to hearing from you.